Hello everybody, this is Gabby's Games, and welcome back to Crossout. And today's gonna be a little bit of a short video. And this is gonna be discussing whether Typhoons are going to be new meta from the tsunami or not. And I'm actually not too sure. Know that even though I am a pretty good builder, I'm not a meta style builder, so I'm actually not used to the style of build. This is one of my own builds, but it is not perfect. But I actually dare to say that the Typhoon will perform roughly equal to the Tsunami because of the factor of weight and health. So this right here is the build that I came up with, and this is the couldn't get my gun unangled. Hello. Let me retreat while I keep him stationary. So again, this is build that I made, based on the tsunami. Actually on the typhoon, not the tsunami, because the tsunami actually has a few advantages when built on a spider compared to this typhoon build. One of them being the gun connection points, and the second one being the weight. So this build does not have a howler fusion on the cabin, because I think it would be too expensive to really upgrade it to the hauler. Like, sure, you have a upgraded engine or legs or whatever, but the Sniper Spider cabin, upgrading that one would be a little bit too expensive, so I decided to test this without that upgrade, because you wouldn't really see it that often. And the same applies to, like, okay, since you aren't spending all the money on the Typhoons, you can spend the money on upgrading your Spider cabin instead. And here you already notice my health getting really, really low. And this is actually going to be one of the main points when comparing these two guns. Is the extra weight of the guns gonna be worth the extra damage, because the amount of health is actually reduced. This is the first time I lost a gun in my testing so far, and I really just like on the low health right now, so I would probably be dead anyways by the time I would lose my guns here. And with Tsunami, it is generally you do lose your guns before you are dead, but then you are already at very low health. But this thing, the guns are just armored enough to actually last longer than you do. And that's why I think actually the most optimal would be if you had something in the health and weight range between these two guns. Because these are just a little bit too heavy, because it really cuts down like 500 health off your build. Of course, I am using quite a lot of the decor items, and you probably can get a higher health amount out of this, but you really won't get much above 2k, simply because of the weight of the guns. And if you look at the guns themselves, of course, the Typhoon does do more damage. It roughly has like 1.5 charge, so like half charged tsunami power. So uncharged, the Typhoon does more damage, but when fully charged, the Tsunami does more damage. Of course, you cannot charge it very often. Oh, Jesus. Jesus. Thank you, mate, for the air rape. And, meanwhile, we'll keep on shooting up people here. So, when 1v1ing at Tsunami versus Typhoon, the Typhoon player has to push up really closely, because they need to keep firing as fast as they can to like keep their damage rate up compared to a charging up Tsunami user. Can I get the shot off? No. And even though like the damage output of these guns is higher, again, you do have to push up, be more exposed than the Tsunami can be, because the Tsunami can hide to charge up their guns and like know that his damage output is gonna be higher in return for the not dealing damage for a moment. Well, the Typhoon does not have that. Okay, we're gonna lose this match pretty clearly. And I gotta have to gotta go down here. But, yeah, never mind. So you can see here a little bit of my undercarriage. Got the cap can right under the frame there pretty nicely, but rest in pieces. Gonna do one more match to show you guys that even though like this thing does have quite a few parts fused, so the cloak is fused, the legs are fused. And overall it's pretty good build, not optimal, but still pretty strong. It's not really as strong as I expected it to be for the price you invest with it. And that really surprised me. Like, the difference between the two guns is much smaller than a lot of people think. Also because the perk of the Typhoon only really works if you stagger fire at the right moment and against spiders and meat grinders, while wheels are really not affected at all. Hovers are affected, but they are generally harder to hit, and tracks are affected by quite a bit as well. And this is simply because the it cuts the engine power of the vehicle. It does not stop the vehicle. So if you are already moving, momentum will keep you in place. But with legs, if you stop it, it will actually stop because, well, the legs will no longer move. And hovers, let's see if I can hit that one. I guess I can't. Not that easy. So just like that, you can keep a player in place for 3-4 seconds, and that is actually a significant time. But with wheels, the effect is really just neglectable. Ooh, that's a lot of explosives underneath there. I want you guys to make your own opinion on these. As always, like, I can tell you guys it's not overpowered, but if you guys think it's overpowered, I cannot really do anything to change your mind, of course. But, let's get that guy out of the way. Gonna get some shots incoming. Okay. Barely survived that hit, but 71 health. We will get killed really quickly if that guy decides to shoot us at all. We'll be pretty much dead. So I wonder what you guys think. So like, if you look at this build, you see the weight being pretty much at this limit. This is even with the co-driver upgrade. So that's something to keep in mind as well. And of course, a Tsunami is something you can possibly get a few upgrades on. So this here is 950, and even if you get like 821 on the upgraded Tsunami, you still are getting a pretty good deal out of it. It does not fit in this build, as you guys can see here, but I'm gonna put them on for an example wise. Like, they are higher up now instead of all the way down in there, and they also have a very limited traverse now. But you can see that we actually got almost 700, 800 kilograms to work with, in addition to like being able to really alter the way we place these guns, because we can actually place them horizontally. These armor pieces will be further out, which gives us a better space armor coefficiency and efficiency overall. And the amount of parts, like these small parts right here, we would be able to upgrade them with quite a bit larger parts. That would give us quite a lot of extra health, and we can easily get to like over 2,000 health like that. But yeah, just something to consider for everyone. And again, a tip: if you face a typhoon when in your tsunami, try just to keep hiding, charge up your guns, and try for go for a peekaboo fight. And vice versa, if you are the typhoon user, really push the tsunami user hard and stay always be able to be sure that you can shoot them when you are reloaded. That said, hope you guys enjoyed watching as always, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.